Hello everyone, Professor Thompson here. It is June 20th and I'm reaching out to my Net 20 class just ahead of the Unit 1 deadline. Unit 1 is due on 6/23, so you've got 3 more days to finish up everything in Unit 1 of our 8-week class. Remember, all of my unit deadlines are hard deadlines, no extensions, no exceptions. So make sure that you're completing your work, you're working ahead, and I would highly recommend at this point that you are finalizing your details for your speech presentation and how you would be uploading those and all of that jazz. 3 people in this class have already submitted your videos, so thank you very much. I did have a slight technical issue with one person, and so I've reached out to you via email, but for the most part, we're well on our way. Please remember that you need to have 8 people in your audience, state of Illinois requirement, no exceptions, and it needs to be in a public place. Keep that in mind. It cannot be in your house, cannot be in your residence. And again, you can use a classroom, a movie theater, an outdoor amphitheater, a boardroom, conference room, sporting venue. I am very loose, but it has to be a public place. And you have to have 8 people that are there watching your speech. I had somebody in another class walk in and give their speech in a restaurant, but they only knew the camera guy and one person sitting at their table. You know, there were people that were in the video, but they were behind the person who were eating and having their own conversation because they were on a date. That doesn't count. You have to have 8 people that are at the venue for your presentation. Please remember that you do have to submit an outline for your speech. There is a link to submit your outline. In the left-hand side menu, there's a tab that says Speech Submission. And in that tab, it gives you a link to GoReact where you could upload your speeches, but it also gives you a link for your outline submission. And you have to submit an outline to me. All videos must be in GoReact, no exceptions. This is very clear multiple places within the syllabus, and yet I still continue to get questions about this. Load your speech into GoReact, and I will not take links to Vimeo or Google Dropbox or this cloud or that. Has to be in GoReact. It is a standard part of the course and part of the procedure. Please do not forget that following your presentation and the concluding item on the schedule for Unit 1 is 2 peer evaluations. The peer evaluation forms are in the Unit 1 tab, but in order to do the peer evaluations, you're actually going to go to the tabs on the left, and you're going to use the Videos tab. And then since this is Speech 1, you're going to use the videos that correspond with Speech 1. When we get to Unit 2 and you're doing Unit 2 and Speech 2, you'll use the videos that is in that video tab for Speech 2. But what happens is I do not have permission to show each of you or post your videos to a public website for public viewing because I don't have permission slips or release forms signed by all of you. But all the videos that are in that video tab, I have release forms signed by those students to be able to post those for public use. So you're actually reviewing peers, which means fellow students who have been in the course, just not students in this specific course. But you do have 2 peer evaluations, and those would be uploaded into those would be loaded into Blackboard as well. There's a tab for you to do that in Unit 1, or a link in Unit 1. So several of you still need to get to work on some chapters, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever, within the unit. I see that some of you have completed them and you're working ahead, which is great, but there are a few of you that need to get to work. Yeah, so I guess some words of wisdom at this point is to really not wait, don't procrastinate, and get your stuff done. I think that that's the best piece of advice in an online class is don't put it off. Just chip away, slowly but surely. so that it doesn't come to a head on the day that it's due and you realize that you can't get all the work done for a specific unit. That's a bad feeling and a bad position to be in. So good luck. I am here. Ask questions if you need to, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon.